Okay, good morning, everybody, and thank you for coming to today's Restaurant News Networking Group. Today we have a new face on the board. We've got Kevin Anderson, who is associated with Chris Rodriguez. Could you tell us who you are, what you are, where you are, and a little bit of what you do?
Sure. So I'm a partner with Strategic Supply Chain Partners. Chris and I work together with our other two partners. I live in Leesburg, Florida, which is a little bit west of Orlando. Most of my restaurant career has been with TGI Fridays. I was with them for almost 30 years. Started with them when there was 25 locations and left when there was almost 700. Then I went to P.F. Chang's and ran their fast casual brand Payway Asian Diner. In total, I've been responsible for a little bit over 100 restaurants from the Northeast down to Florida and over to Louisiana. I did do some international work in Taiwan and the Pacific Rim, UK, and Mexico, all with Fridays.
Well, that's a great background to do what you're doing now.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me today. I appreciate it.
Welcome aboard anytime.
That's all you did? You didn't do anything else in your life?
Yeah, please.
I want to just mention that next week there will be no meeting. The next time we get together will be July the 8th. So put that on your calendar. And July the 8th, Darren, who's not here, he's on a cruise somewhere in Europe. He'll be presenting on July the 8th. For those of you who are watching us on YouTube or on social media, I just want to give you some opportunity to get in touch with us. Our website is trnusa.com. Our phone number is 561-620-8888. We'd love to welcome you into a meeting. We have a wealth of information and knowledge in this group to help you with any situation or problems you may have. And we're all here to help. And we look forward to seeing you here. Today we have Bob Anteville. Are you with us?
Yes, I am.
All I see is your nice portrait.
How about now?
Now I see the real deal.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. Bob is presenting today, and for those of you restaurateurs who are watching, Bob has a program that is extremely important for what our conditions are in the economy, and he'll tell us all about it now.
All righty. Hello, everybody. I'm going to share the screen, Howard, okay?
Sure, hold on. Go.
Okay. Can you see it?
Yep. No, not yet.
No, not yet. All right. Let's figure-
Yep. No, not yet.
No, I thought I could see you.
Now?
Can I make a quick mention real quick before you start? I'm sorry. I just got an email from Randy Pumas at Heartland, and he said he has a terrible connection, but he's trying to hear everyone. So he is there.
Hello, Randy.
Can you see my PowerPoint?
Yeah,
Not yet.
no, not up.
Well, now.
Nope.
I hate this. Now?
Unfortunately, no.
Well, then I'm just going to wing it.
Hey,
Yeah,
Josh.
go ahead.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on?
All right. So, one name of the company is National Auditing Services.
It's Friday meeting, but
What we do is we perform an audit on the utilities of businesses and only businesses. And we specialize in gas, electric, water, sewer, and taxes. We don't get involved with any of the other 40 or so things that some other businesses do, and they do quite well. We have the U.S. House of Representative Ways and Means Committee has come back and has reported to us that every year there are literally billions of dollars spent on overcharges paid to the utility companies. And the utility companies are not doing this intentionally. It's just the nature of the beast with the tariffs from one town to another, from one side of the street to the other, from disabled meters in malfunctioning disabled meters, as well as I said the tariffs. What we'll do is we'll go into a business who is spending at least for $3,000 a month in utilities. And that can be a combination of gas and electric or gas, electric, and the taxes, as long as it sums up to $3,000. And we'll go back 36 months and we review each and every line item on every bill. And it's critiqued both manually by human eyes and through our proprietary software. So the software the company put together, the company's 30 years old. It was about 20 years ago they put together this software, and it mirrors the software that the utility companies run off of. So what happens is we determine X amount of dollars has been overpaid for the past 36 months. In some cases, it could be 50,000. Some cases, it could be 100,000. And in some cases, it could be 300,000 or higher. There's no limit to the dollar volume of what we can work on. We've been doing it, as I said, for 30 years, and the relationship we have with most of the power companies, water companies, gas companies nationwide is one of many, many years. So we're able to get things done, and we're able to get things done on a rapid pace. Once we get that refund back to the business, that's when we get paid. That's when we share in the refund. Our share is 50% of what comes back to the utility, from the utility company to the customer. At that point, we'll continue to go for the check. Let me back up. The check that comes from the utility company goes directly to the business itself. And then what we do is we'll get a check back from them for our share of the work. Going forward, we'll continue to do so for another 36 months to make sure there are no overcharges going forward. And this is something that happens quite often. The overcharges are straightened out, and boom, in the 38th month of the contract, they're back to getting overcharges. So the company has an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. It's as I said, family-owned business. All we do again is utility auditing. We don't do tomatoes or vegetables or anything like that. We do business nationwide, and we're also in Puerto Rico and in Canada. And I think that's kind of really it. Instead of the razzle dazzle of everything, a good customer for us is literally anybody who has a utility bill of $3,000 or higher. So as an example, I just came across through one of my colleagues, a dry cleaning company out of Texas. They own 10 stores, 10 stores with each one having an electric bill of $25,000 a month. So he's paid his utility company, his electric company, $3 million over the past 3 years. Our average returning is about 10%. So if we get this man $300,000, that's a big win for everybody. So that's just one example. I do business with a lot of condos, a lot of HOAs, I do business with apartment owners. I have another apartment company out of St. Louis. They own 754,000 apartments. That's a lot of apartments. That's a lot of electricity. We have smaller bakeries, local bakeries. We do business with literally anybody who's got that bill of $3,000 a month or higher. I'm more than willing to step out of my little container here where I've been for 3 years and visit people. And I'm willing to, work as hard as I can for any of your clients, customers, or friends, as I would work for my own. The term VAS, value added services, is really, really tremendous in today's market. Now, if you're selling a widget or telephone services or credit card services, marketing, what do you call them? Marketing services. And you come in, you say, somebody says, hey, you got somebody who could do this? But when you tell them you got somebody who can do that, you're just building, value in what you do. So the odds of that customer coming back to you is quite big. I mean, in my previous career, we printed one kind of product. And one day somebody said to me, can you do this? And I said, yes. And next thing you know, we're selling, our product line increased to 3 items. So value-added service and bringing information to other people, I personally feel is very big. And in fact, I just wrote a blog on it. So if anybody has any questions, I'm happy to answer them.
I'm glad that you mentioned real estate, because I'm thinking of an opportunity up here in New York that I could talk to them probably today. And I have a few agents that you do work anywhere, right?
Anywhere. I have a client, and I have one client in Oregon. I have clients all over the place. All over the place.
My cousin works for he sells houses in Texas, but they're like associations,
Yeah.
why am I not thinking of the name? But I could reach out to him too and see if I can connect you.
Oh, that would be great. That would be
And the
great.
minimum you said is 3,000, right?
Yeah, but I can squeeze it down to 2,500.
Okay, great. Thanks.
I have a manufacturer in Hop Hog. I have somebody in forget the name of the town, but being a Long Island boy from back in the day, I'm all over the place. So yeah, that would be great. Oh, cannabis, very, very big, very big. Through one of my networking programs, one gal, her sister works for a cannabis company up in, of all places, Maine. Their electric bill is $20,000 a month. Substantial money. Substantial money.
So Bob, we're working on a client and it's called Florida Linen. And they have a business of cleaning linens for probably restaurants. So, and other like hotels and so on. So that I'm thinking might be a good lead for you. And I'll send you an email that on that one. And then also, I don't know if you know Steve Einhorn.
I know the name.
His son owns a laundry facility. So I don't know if that's any, it's I think a self laundry place versus a dry cleaner, but that might be something.
A commercial laundry company like Florida Linen, I've heard of them. I don't know much about it, but I've heard of them, is great. Okay. Because they're cleaning tons of towels and tablecloths and napkins. But a company that's doing laundry, if they have more than one and it's a big user, is great. I just called on one this morning in off 18th Street in Boca, near Harold's. You know where that is, I'm sure. They own like 7 dry cleaners. That's good. That's a very good lead for us too, sure.
I know his son does really well, so it might be something for you.
That would be great. Anything you could do. By the way, it was great seeing you last week.
Yeah, thanks for coming out.
Yeah, my pleasure. I'll be there at the next one too.
Good.
Well, if nobody has any other questions, then Howard, I'll give you the microphone again.
Thank you. Thank you for the presentation. I mean, what you do now is so important for the survival of any businesses that are affected by the economy, and that's just about everybody. So, you know, I encourage everybody to call you, contact you, and the simple way to reach you is to go on our website in the videos section where you can see a 3-minute video of Bob and I discussing what he does. And you can also see a video of Lori and I that was done last week. And Debbie Kay and I are doing the pre-production work today on her video. So I encourage you to go to our website, www.trnusa.com, or our YouTube page, which is Today's Restaurant. All of these videos are posted there. Okay, so we're going just so Kevin understands who we are and everybody watching knows who we are. Debbie, why don't you start? Debbie K, why don't you start us off with the intros?
Hello, I'm Debbie Krasuski from DK Consulting, and I work with restaurants to match their value and have it be reflected in your service. So I empower owners, managers, and their staff to make the right decisions on the spot, also putting the staff in the right places for optimization on busy nights, making sure that they're in the right position that is good for them, and make sure that you're having the ultimate customer service experience. So Debbie Cruz, DK Consulting.
Okay, John McCabe, good morning. He's still on mute. There you go.
There we go. Good morning, everyone. I'm John McCabe. I'm with Carpigiani, which is a division of Ali Group, and we specialize in making frozen dessert equipment and pastry equipment. One of the items we have that is very popular with bakeries and restaurants is called a pasta chef, and it will cook and programmably cook sauces and pastry creams, all sorts of ganaches, and make your sauces. And it does it automatically without help. There's programs, about 25 programs in there, and you can adjust those to your own liking. We're finding this is very valuable, particularly now that it's very hard to get help in restaurants. And so this is something that can replace a sous pastry chef or a sous chef. And we're finding it's a valuable thing to restaurants, colleges, and universities. Again, I'm available if anybody wants to discuss frozen desserts and profitability for restaurants. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Thank you. Kevin, just for your information, I will send you and everybody else a spreadsheet at the end of the meeting with everybody's contact information.
That'd be awesome. Thank you.
Okay. John Mulholland, what do I say now? Used to be the dynamic duo. Now what do I say? The triumphant trio?
What about the three amigos of food?
You got it.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
Yeah, there you go. Nice.
You're up.
Hey, John.
Well, one of the three is up.
Okay, so we are strategic supply chain partners. We function as an outsourced purchasing department for our clients, specializing in reducing their cost of procuring food and beverage products. In addition to that, though, we We're doing a lot of work with equipment packages for some of our clients right now. We have a chain in Dallas, Texas. We've actually negotiated their equipment package for all of their future restaurant builds in Texas. We have relationships with paper companies. We see a lot of people having a hard time getting boxes and packaging and things of that nature. And we're also working on a couple other partnerships that could bring value to our clients. Long story short, we are seeing savings on the low end of 7%, high end of 15%. And let me add to that, we're seeing that in the linen field right now too. We're also seeing it in the chemical or sanitation supplies part of people's P&L. So, and now's the time for people to look at this because the inflation's running away. People are scrambling to find product. They're scrambling to find sources of product, and we actually are feeling pretty good about our ability to really help fill that gap for people. So again, strategic supply chain partners. And again, I want to add, I invited Kevin on a call. Kevin is local in Florida. You know, Kevin can be our boots on the ground, face-to-face contact with a lot of the folks there based in Florida with the TRN group. I just thought it would be a good idea to add him to the equation. So Kevin, thanks for coming today. And
Sure, of course. Appreciate the offer and thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
If Kevin or John want to add anything now, would be the time.
John, if you'd like to say, I can add something after that.
No, I just want to say it's been fun and nice to finally get to see Kevin. I've been talking to him for over a year. What he looks like. But glad to see him get more involved with this. And Kevin, this is a really good group and they've got a lot of brain power here, got a lot of connections, and I respect everybody in this group and I would do business with any of them. Not saying that just because I'm talking to you live right now.
Sure.
If you have any questions about anything, feel free to give me a call. Yeah, I'm starting to do a little business with Sean Ferry, the oil chef guy. So
Got it. Good.
good guys, and we're all have the same common goal: get the restaurant people's attention.
Good, good. And I may have a couple referrals for you for the oil chef.
Great.
Recent relationship. So, you know, the other thing I wanted to add to Chris's comments were, you know, we are a full service restaurant consulting company. 70% of what we do is in procurement, but we also offer any opportunities from top line sales down to net income. You know, we have either skill level, ability, and expertise, or we have developed partnerships with groups that we feel are content experts. And so it gives us a broad stroke on coming into a relationship with a restaurant entity and finding out what exactly their challenges may be. Obviously, procurement is usually the first thing we talk about, but we then venture into a whole host of other categories. You know, Bob, you talked about energy auditing and so on. That is certainly something that we probably can offer some contacts for that within our client base. So I think getting involved with you all is first off, thank you for that. And then secondly, I think the whole idea of a group like this is to network and share opportunities and perspective and expertise. So I appreciate you know, being able to be a part of that.
Welcome aboard. And that again just shows how much experience and knowledge that this group has. I mean, we still have not here today about 8 to 10 other people that are members of the group that, you know, add to the experience group that we have. So it's a tremendous resource for anybody in the industry. Right, Debbie Danto? Tell us about Danto Builders.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. My name's Debbie Danto with Danto Builders, and I've been in this business for about 20 years. And my husband and partner, Craig Danto, was born and raised in the business and has been here in South Florida for over 40 years. And he's always loved building restaurants, whether new construction or a build out. because he loves to cook. And so after he gets finished building a restaurant, he always wants to be in the kitchen with the chef, cooking the first recipes in that kitchen. We love to take a client from concept through completion and put together the team. We like to bring in the architect and of course the kitchen designer, John Marinette. And we also have an in-house engineering firm, so we can do the mechanical, electrical, plumbing in-house and take it through the design and then through permitting and any financing that's needed. Typically, they want construction documents as well as a budget. So we help clients do that as well. And then we, of course, build it and then eat there afterwards. So we are very involved also in the community. And one thing I do want to share with everybody today is that I am on the board of FRLA, and we officially set the date for the next reverse trade show, which is now, because of the state, seeing how successful we were in South Florida with this in Broward County, is kind of taking reign of it. And they renamed it, I think, Reverse Restaurant and Hotel Showcase. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, I think it's Showcase, one-on-one introduction, something, one-on-one networking, something like that. But anyway, it's a reverse trade show, and it will definitely be on Monday, August 29th, 1:30 to 6:30. It will be at the Riverside Hotel again, which is a great hotel on Las Olas, right downtown in Fort Lauderdale. And it will start with a welcome introduction and keynote speaker to be determined. Last year, we had Joyce Belois with the public television station and was it Check Please? And that was a great success. And I hope we can get someone like that again, but we will have a keynote speaker, which I'm sure will be great again. Then the reverse trade show will run from 2:30 to 5, and you get 3 minutes per restaurant or hotel. And the restaurant and hotels, we ask them to bring multiple people, because obviously one vendor will want to talk to one person in the organization, while another vendor or service will want to talk to another person. So it may be food, it may be beverage, it may be linens. And then we have a happy hour afterwards. So it's a really nice event. And I think it will be $150, and you have to be a member of FRLA. So that's important to get registered before you register for the event. So it's exclusive. We only allow enough people. We limit the number of people so that they all get their 3 minutes with each restaurant and or hotel. So we're looking forward to it, and I hope you guys put it on your calendar and spread the news, because it's a great opportunity to meet. Our goal is to have 30 hotels and or restaurants there. So it's a great opportunity and a great value to be able to meet all these folks at one time in one place, and then be able to get contact numbers and follow up afterwards. So thank you for your time.
The FRLA has their marketing summit also on August 19th. And
Right.
we are promoting that for them starting July 1st.
Thank you for bringing that up. And that was a huge success last year. And they have vendor tables there. FRLA will be there. I will be volunteering some of the time there, at least one of the days. They have great speakers there. They have great attendees there. You have a lot of opportunity not only to hear speakers, but to interact and network with restaurant owners, chains, as well as independent ones. They think they renamed it just because they're being more inclusive of other activities. So it should just continue to grow, and the location is a favorite. So I anticipate that it will be bigger and better.
Okay, thank you. Let's stay with the ladies.
Howard,
Yes, go
I
ahead.
just want to jump in real quick and say I attended the reverse trade show last year. I guess it was last year.
That's
I
your,
thought it was a great event. I personally made a lot of contacts there that I'm working with today. And it must have been 6-7 months ago, I guess. I don't know, maybe a year ago. But it's a great event, and I definitely believe that, you know, as vendors, we should all be attending that show. Thank you.
Thanks, Bob.
Debbie, you can mention to them that we can promote it for them as well.
Great, thank you.
We do our advertising and email blast program. That works well for them. Anyway, let's go to, where is she? Lori, a superstar of the week, video queen.
Thank you, Howard. So I'm Lori Morris with Era Financial, and we have been in business since no, see, I can't even get it right. See, on the video, I said to 2021, but we have been in business since 2001. So we have been in business 21 years, and we're based in Florida, and we do financing for restaurants all across the country. The biggest exciting thing I have right now is a true revolving line of credit for restaurants. So if they are in the process of a build out, like with Debbie Danto, I work with a lot of people opening up multiple locations. They can set it up. They can get approved for up to $1 million. They only need to take 5,000 out. So a lot of them kind of engage me during the kind of preliminary phase, just get all their ducks in a row. You probably wouldn't want to do an entire build out on this kind of money, but it is definitely good for a backup for emergencies, for any unforeseen things that come. It is working capital. It's not tied to any equipment. So if they're getting SBA, and I've helped people, they had to get, sports memorabilia or things like that, that they couldn't use the money for their SBA. It can be for anything like that, additional permitting, anything that they need working capital for. So I'd love to help, any of your clients that, working capital for expenses, buying out partners, build outs, patios, etc.
Okay, thank you. Terry, are you there? Okay, John Marinette, good morning.
Good morning. John Marinette Food Service Consultants. We do design and consulting for restaurants, and we're pretty busy right now. And Debbie sends us a lot of stuff, and we appreciate that. And that's it. We design. I think everybody knows what designs are. So thank you.
John, do I really have to do this again?
I-
Okay, John Marinette, superstar kitchen designer. If it's not for him, your job will be a disaster in construction. Case in point, we allowed a client recently to design his own kitchen, and he's experienced and taking that experience versus another experience on Masa, which we're working on together. It's just gone so much more smoothly, and we have the detailed specs. So if there's any questions, we have all the detail in front of us right away to refer to, so there can't be mistakes or last minute changes, because John knows what he's doing and knows where to source things and lead times and specifications and sizes, and has the ability to holistically look at the project. I mean, it comes down to even when he specs the equipment, is it going to fit in the front door? It's a question that an architect may not think about. So anyway, that's John Marinette and Marinette Design. You're welcome.
Thank you, Debbie.
Couldn't have said it better yourself. Peter, are you there? Peter Robinson? Okay, we'll come back. Jeff Krantz, good morning.
Hi, my name is Jeff Krantz. I'm from Cocard Payment Systems. We're in the electronic transaction business. We set up businesses and restaurants across the country to accept credit cards or any type of payment. And we work with contractors as well to do their billing. They can send out bills and get paid directly online. But more importantly, because of this group, we just came out of a national meeting about a week ago, and we do, if not hundreds, or close to 1,000 restaurants just in the East Coast. We do all their credit card processing, we do all their electronic transactions, and we help all of the businesses with other vendors so that they can work continuously with them and get paid. That's basically it. I've been in the business since 1988, and some of the largest restaurants in Fort Lauderdale are my customers. So I have references as well. And I've known Howard for about 20 years as well. This is not a game to me. This has been credit card processing. We'd love to work with everybody in there, in the group, and we have a lot of knowledge that can help them in the transaction business. That's
Okay, thank
basically it. And I'm a nice guy.
Peter, are you there? Peter took off on me. And Terry took off on me. All right. I'm Howard Appel. I'm the founder and publisher of Today's Restaurant News. We've been publishing since 1996. We have a database of around 22,000 people, which includes restaurants and suppliers. And we offer several different products for the industry. We offer advertising in our newspaper, which is found on our website, trnusa.com. And we also offer email marketing, where a company could send us their information and we will send that out to our database. And the important thing to know about our restaurant email blast program is that if we send it out on a Monday, by Wednesday or Thursday, we get a report back telling us how many actually opened the email and how many haven't. And we will automatically resend the e-blast to those people who did not open it. And our combined open rates are running now close to 25% on open rates. So that's really, really good. And we also post all of those on social media, and our LinkedIn contacts alone are 17,000 plus. And we have two options in our video section, the video e-blast. One is if you have a corporate video that you'd like to get out to our database, we can send it out, and it would be the same parameters as the regular e-blast, where we do the resend for the non-openers. And the second option in video is what I've done with Bob and done with Lori and doing today with Debbie and John. We do an interview, just a Zoom call, just the two of us. We talk about your company, what you can do for the industry, and then we send it out to the industry, just as I just discussed. So we get a tremendous amount of coverage. We get a lot of information out there, and we welcome the opportunity to do it. Does anybody have any good and welfare? Is Terry, you back? Okay. That's why we hold hands, because it stops us from shopping. Anybody have it? Anybody have
I'm training for the London Marathon in October now. So I have 3 months left for training, and off to London we'll go, and then we're going over to Ireland and Iceland.
Oh my God.
So that'll be fun.
Remember to get a hold of me before you go to Ireland.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Thank you.
Yes.
Howard, I haven't run the London Marathon, but I have run 21 marathons in 19
That's
different,
crazy.
19
I
different,
don't think
19
I'll ever
different,
get there.
19 states, and Paris is probably, that's, the highlight. I've run New York, but I'm now doing half marathons is my limit at the moment, just because I have to work.
I'm going to have to get you guys banners to carry, today's restaurant news.
Yeah.
We can sponsor them.
Howard,
could be
part with
their
a couple
shirt.
bucks, get him a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I wish I could do that. I have no knees. I lost my knees about 20 years ago.
All right. Like I said, any good welfare, any other comments that's, just let me repeat that anybody watching us can see our videos on our website at trnusa.com. We have a YouTube page at Today's Restaurant. And if you need to contact us to come to one of our meetings, to meet our members at any time, our telephone number is 561-620-8888. We welcome you to come. Our members are here ready and willing to help you. And if nothing else, have a great weekend, everybody, and we'll see you on July 8th.
Yeah.